everybody, welcome to another Age of Grogu, and I've got with me Elijah and Max. How's it going, guys?
Good.
Yay,
Hey.
that's cool. How's everyone's week been? Busy? Max, what's been going on?
Yeah, I've been around this week. Yeah, some Spider-Man.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, same. We're going to talk about that later for sure. Anything cool, anything interesting worth talking about?
Oh my God, actually,
Yeah,
this is the most controversial Spider-Man comic in years.
okay,
They killed off a character
okay,
probably shouldn't have killed off.
okay,
Um, Dumb idea. I like the book. I don't know why the character is dead yet,
all
And
or why
that's
right,
they
in the
took the kill.
standard run of Amazing Spider-Man? Is that the
They
Amazing
killed off
Spider-Man?
Ms. Marvel. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna spoil it for everyone. They
okay,
killed
oh,
off Ms. Marvel
okay,
in a Spider-Man book. I don't
oh,
know. She's barely been in the run. She's been here in like popped in here and there, but she got killed.
really?
Tragic death. No real reason why. I'm trying to figure out why.
That's in the
Um,
Amazing Spider-Man, or what run is that in?
yeah, Amazing Spider-Man.
Like, and it's in the original numbering, like, or is this like a new like? Did they start over
It's
with it?
technically 26, but they have the legacy number as 920.
Okay.
Hmm, interesting.
So
Which
ASM
is it's
920.
it's weird
That has
because
Miss
we're
Marvel.
because we're about to go into the Marvels TV series with live action stuff. And I know they got no correspondence, but it's weird that they
No,
would
they
kill off their
do.
main
They
character.
announced a special one shot where people think she's going to get brought back to life as a
Okay,
mutant to
all right,
correspond with the end of the Ms. Marvel show,
okay,
and they think it's going to be a weird retcon from the MCU into the comics to make her have been always a mutant.
okay.
And people have mixed feelings. It's very controversial. I'm waiting to see
Very,
how it plays
very
out.
controversial.
People are
Heated,
pissed. I mean,
heatedly
it
Yeah,
pissed.
came out on the last day of AAPI Heritage Month.
okay,
And yeah, people were not happy about that.
uh huh. Fair enough, fair enough. And you've also dropped some stuff on your comic book for the second book.
Oh yeah, I dropped a preview for issue number 2.
Oh, nice, very cool.
Ooh.
Hang on a second, let's go into this a little bit. All right, that's cool. Let's check out some of the stuff there. So what's going on here? What's the lead into this right now,
So the lead
Max?
into this is they got this guy Rio as a prisoner, and
Right.
right here you're kind of figuring out. She's explaining a little bit about who he is, why she doesn't kill him, and
Okay.
why he's useful. And yeah, this is the Centurion meeting with her Royal High Council. Yeah,
Uh huh.
about developing some evil plans.
Right. That's cool.
And
Well,
yeah,
we've
they're
got
just kind of
yeah,
scheming a little bit. And
yeah.
you kind of cut back to main character Sierra, and she just
Right.
kind of convinced these thieves to help her rob the most dangerous castle in all the Bottomland.
Okay. Which is this.
Yeah, Fort Gagorgian.
Uh huh. Very cool. That's the preview
Nice.
thing. Yeah, guys. So if anyone's interested, check it out. We've got the link below with the Centurion's dice, and that link will send you straight to the comics and everything like that. Who we got here? Hey, Anchorman, how's it going? Good to see you again.
Eh,
And yeah, that's cool. Elijah, what about yourself? What's been going on?
I've been working the last 2 weeks on
Okay.
I guess it's a game show. It's a
Right.
bunch of fake info commercials.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can really say about it at the moment.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, I've been doing that, and that's it for the last 2 weeks. And
Right.
saw Spider-Man yesterday, so
Yeah.
that was a nice little break.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm
As I
sure we'll
said, we're
talk
gonna
about that in a
definitely
moment.
talk about that moment for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I ended up doing a small little promo thing related to an upcoming film that is another fun one. Looks like we're doing, well, just did some sort of set design build for Blue Beetle, which is coming
Oh,
out
nice.
in August. So that was kind of fun, and yeah, that's basically been it. I've also been. I actually showed this on Jason's stream the other night on his Twitch, but I've been actually working on a
Oh,
uh,
nice. Hey.
BD droid from, let's see, enlarge the screen there. BD one from Jedi Survivor, and I've been 3D printing this piece.
Those are
Now,
all pieces that you've printed from on your machine.
Yeah. So
It looks
basically,
big. I mean, is that like full size?
it's actually full size. Yeah. I mean, he's a relatively big droid. You know, this is about the size of the droid itself. So when he's sitting on my shoulder level, that is about his actual scale. But
Hmm.
he actually is pretty big. Um, but yeah, there was a file I found online, and it was kind of it was the right scale, but it was just all the wrong details. It didn't have all these little details on the sides and stuff like that, and all this stuff up here. So I played around with it. I also wanted to gut the inside of it so I could actually work on
Yeah,
making it
like
eventually animatronic, because I
move.
do
Yeah.
have little pieces here, little eye sections that move and stuff like that. So, that's going to be kind of a big part of what I am playing around with right now, which is kind of fun. Always,
Nice.
and I just want to see how close I can get to it, kind of thing. Anchorman, you saw Spider Man as well? Yeah, okay, we're definitely going to be talking about that for sure. Yeah, and apart from that, I mean, nothing else major. I saw Spider Man as well, so may as well jump into it. Let's talk about Spider Man across the Spider Verse. What were your thoughts?
Who wants to go
Loved it.
first?
Either one, Max,
Max,
go for
go.
it. Yep,
Oh, I loved it.
yep.
Ben Riley was great.
Uh huh.
Yeah, there was some great moments in the movie. I loved all the emotion in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Some great meta moments.
Yep.
I love the reference to ASM 90 that they straight up call the moment
Oh,
ASM
guys,
90.
before we go into too much, let's do this. Let's do a spoiler alert because we actually
Oh
are going
yeah,
to
we're
talk
gonna
spoil.
probably about
We'll
everything
talk. Yeah, I don't
completely.
know if maybe we'll talk about a little bit about pieces, but we yeah we won't go into everything, but we'll definitely just talk about just stuff that was going on for sure. So I want to put that up there. I don't know if I've got the small spoiler alert. Hang on a second. Yeah. Oh no, I don't have
They
the
know
small spoiler.
people know they're not gonna
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
this.
yeah. Exactly.
They want to hear us
Correct.
talk about it,
For sure.
so
Yep.
it's all right.
All right. So we're going to be talking spoilers for Spider-Man No Way, Beyond the Spider-Verse, I should say. So, yes. So continue. Sorry, Max.
There was some stuff that felt like just such a gut punch as a personal Spider-Man fan. Like seeing Spider-Man happy with MJ and Mayday was just rough after a week of MJ and Peter fighting and not being together, and
Oh,
her dating
really?
a guy from a different multiverse. And
Okay.
it, there's such a juxtaposition of just seeing Peter so happy and so miserable in the
Right.
same week that gave me so many feels during the
Oh,
movie.
really? Okay. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. The current run definitely heightened the emotions of this movie because it was everything Peter doesn't. Peter B. Parker is everything
Right.
comic Peter doesn't have. Just a happy life, a happy family,
Right.
and that was great.
That's cool.
The Spider-Verse, man, it was just some great moments. The ending was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, cameos were great.
Yeah. Yeah. There was some definitely crazy cameos in this film.
The
Elijah,
speaking of
your
the ending,
thoughts? Yes. Yeah.
the ending I thought was really refreshing. That it just ends like, wait a minute, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, holy shit! It's an
Yeah.
actual clip over
It's
ending.
a two-parter, and
Yeah, I mean, but
it's
like
going
they
beyond
haven't. I
next.
can't
Yeah.
remember the last movie that really did that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't
Oh,
think of anything in the last.
Dune did it, but we were expecting
But
more.
like really, I mean, they
Yeah,
really did it up to the
hit the
very where
impact.
you were hoping that
Hmm.
like you're gonna get like another
Hmm.
sentence, and
Yeah.
it just ends at
No,
like
you're right. You're right.
mid like what is happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Fast
love
X
that.
tried to do it. The
Oh
new
yeah.
Yeah,
Fast and
Great.
Furious
Great
definitely tried
cliffhanger.
to do it.
yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It was cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, but I loved it. I thought it was great. I love that it was a dual story, that it was
Yeah.
almost Gwen's story as much as it was his. Like,
Yeah. I mean, this
totally
really was
split.
her story.
It almost starts off with,
Yeah.
you can see it as both ways. It's both
Yeah.
their stories, but like they mix it really well. But it's
Hmm.
like she's got her own storyline,
Totally.
he's got his own storyline, but
Yeah.
it's based around both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
So um,
Yeah.
it was great.
Yeah. That
And the
that was kind of
animation,
cool.
the animation that did
Oh.
some of that like animation really stood out in like her
Oh.
world or whatever, in
The
her
the
with her
des-
father in the
Yeah.
room and the conversations and her like
Yeah.
normal life, the
But
background plates they used on that and the colors,
yeah.
color temperature differences
Yeah.
between scenes and everything was really cool.
Everything, whenever her mood changed, it
Right,
was almost like rain dripping on a window of
right,
painting, like the way the
right.
painting was dripping, like rain on her, and it was so beautiful. Like her world designers just blew me away in
Yeah, that
every
was
time they went to it.
amazing.
It was just so crazy. What else is there? I've loved this Miles Morales take on the character. What's your thoughts, guys, on Max on the Miles Morales?
Without all the baggage he has from
Mm,
being from another universe where he gets to exist, I think this is the
yeah,
best Miles has ever been. I mean,
yeah,
Miles is a character who has so much baggage because he's from another universe. Everyone
mm,
he knows is a slightly different person, technically.
right, yeah,
And getting him just to have a storyline where it's just him, his parents it's super honestly refreshing to get like that with no baggage.
yeah, yeah. Elijah, thoughts on Miles Morales?
Uh, Great. I mean,
Yeah,
it's they're nailing it hard. I mean,
yeah,
it's like it makes you want to. It really makes you intrigued.
yeah,
And especially with the ending and the way they twisted that and everything
yeah,
was just like, oh,
yeah.
it couldn't have been written any better. It's like I totally wasn't expecting
Mm,
that little change up.
mm-hmm,
But
yeah,
you're getting hints, whatever. She's like, "Oh, did you change your hair?" And
yeah.
she's like,
Her
all,
eyes are
all
green.
that
Her
type of
eyes are
stuff.
green in that universe. Then, if we
Yeah,
look, they're
little
not
things like
hazel. They're
I'm beginning
green.
like,
The
wait a minute,
mother.
is you're
Mm-hmm.
it's slowly
Yeah,
dragging you along
yeah.
to the work up to the very ending.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of other moments that like really stood out to me.
yeah. Well,
Um,
the family unit with Miles and his parents, I think, is absolutely brilliant. I love the emotional
yeah,
connection there. You know, the teenage connection of
yeah,
this. It almost has that Miss. Strange enough, connecting it to Miss Marvel, but it almost has that same Miss Marvel parent connection in animation form. I find.
well, I think it's
I
just
love the
relatable.
parents and I
It's
love
like
the
you're
character.
always gonna like have beef with your parents or have some sort
Right.
of
Yeah.
most people growing up either
Yeah.
whatever they don't understand me or
Yeah.
whatever, like all of that. So it's like
But
totally everyone. It's like
yeah.
universal. Everyone gets it.
Yeah, but there are moments even in animation or live action shows that it doesn't feel real
It doesn't. They
and it
don't
feels
pull it off.
forced. This
Right,
is
right.
this does
This
not
is
this
genuine.
feels genuine and
Yeah, yeah,
doesn't feel forced,
yeah.
and that's what I
Yeah, I mean,
love
I think
about it.
That's in the writing. I mean, that's in
Yeah,
the writing, the
totally.
performance, and like
Yeah.
just the building that character up
Hmm.
between it and the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I think the reason why it works so well with Miles specifically is because Peter never had that. He never had the parents be angsty.
Jason, how's
He
it
only
going,
had,
Jason?
hey,
Whoa!
Woohoo.
Look at your new place.
J- Jason's got a new house.
What's
Nice.
up?
How's it going, dude?
Oh, good. Sorry, I
Hey,
didn't want to
that's all right.
let
Well,
that
we're
Max
just in the
finish.
middle of talking Spiderverse, so
Yeah, nice.
yeah. We are talking spoilers on Spiderverse, so yeah,
Spoilers.
spoilers.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got Loki.
Oh,
Loki coming
we've got a
I
black
see his
Loki flowing through.
butthole.
So yeah, what else are we talking about?
Pretty good. Good
Yeah,
job.
yeah. What's that? Oh,
Loki
yeah.
was
Oh, Loki.
doing
Oh, yeah.
was
Okay.
showing the.
What else are we talking about with Spider Verse here? There was some great little.
oh, before I forget
Well,
with
yeah,
Spider-Verse,
yeah.
the creator of Spider-Man 2099, Peter David, is in the hospital and has a GoFundMe to help with some of his bills.
Oh,
And
damn.
anyone out there has any extra cash that they would like to donate to that, would be awesome because he has not been getting paid like other people have for his
Dude.
contributions.
Wow.
Sucks.
The creator of Spider-Verse is in the hospital having problem with his bills, and they
No, the
just
creator of
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2099.
oh
That's
okay.
crazy. Right.
Still, he just starred in the newest movie, and he still has problem paying his bills.
Yeah. I mean,
It
that's
just shows how
that goes
Well,
back
he
to
does
the
have
whole.
Marvel healthcare,
Yeah.
Disney healthcare, but they don't cover everything, and he
Mm-hmm.
still has an absorbent amount of bills he needs to get
That's
paid.
crazy. That's crazy.
There's just so much wrong with that.
Yeah.
I know.
It
It's
really
like,
is.
man, the
Yeah.
Superman, Siegel and Schuster, like all over again.
Yeah.
It's like
This.
they don't
Yeah.
learn.
Oh, totally. I mean, if we look at it, I mean, this is what this film has done so far.
Yeah,
Basically, Spider-Verse in its opening day, in its opening Thursday, which I went to,
I think they already crossed a
$16
lot more
million.
than that.
Yeah, that was in its opening Thursday. Opening like weekend, 100. Well, they were predicting 113 million. It made 120.5 million in the US box office, and worldwide, I just saw just before we got jumped on is at 8.6 million globally. That's just international. So, oh wait, no. So that is a global opening. My mistake. That's both.
That's
So
just
yeah,
international.
yeah. But that's kind of crazy. It can make that kind of money, and yet the head creator of part of that story is still is sick and needs continual help
I
from
think they should have put his
not paid.
GoFundMe link at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
Since there wasn't a
yeah,
post-credit scene, that would have been
yeah,
a great show of support.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think his GoFundMe's been active for months, so they could have done it, but I
yeah.
think they chose not to.
At
Right,
least on the website, somewhere.
Yeah,
right, yeah, yeah. But end of the day, Spider-Verse was an amazing, amazing film. I've already seen it twice actually, at this point. If you can see it in one of the better theaters, the second time I saw it, I had no choice but to watch it in a smaller theater. And this film does have some sound issues with dialogue. If it's not played loud enough, the dialogue is muffled in the beginning part of the film, and it doesn't push through what's being said. Clearly, it was weird. Because first time I saw it was on Dolby, of course.
I was about to say,
Well,
Of course.
I was gonna say that Dolby
Uh-huh.
blew out the dialogue. Your Dolby.
I was about to
No,
say,
no. Regular.
I was about to say Dolby plug in 3, 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, in IMAX and Dolby and all the higher end theaters, yeah, it's playing well. But apparently there is a problem with the low sound in smaller theaters.
Yeah, I've come across
so
that.
just be aware of that.
I've seen people talking about that.
Yeah. I mean, the big thing is that this film's only going to be in the bigger theaters for maybe a week or so because you've got other big blockbuster films that have already booked into those spaces. I think Transformers
Flash
is
coming
this
in
week.
2 weeks.
Flash is in 2 weeks' time. You've got all
Oppenheimer
these
coming later.
Well, that's and you've got Indiana Jones at the end of July, which you've got all these films that are going to almost drown each other out in all their IMAX and Dolby and Prime and all those different release kind of
It's a summer
theaters.
season.
Yeah, but it used to be like you'd get 2 weeks or so between big blockbusters, and you get a smaller film every second week to allow the big blockbuster to breathe. And it
Well,
seems
some of these are also
crazy.
hangovers from previous years that
Yeah,
they didn't release in
you're right.
theaters, so it's kind of
Yeah.
a packed.
A lot of
It's
Yeah.
kind of a packed year because they're trying to get these movies out that
Yeah.
they've been. Flash could have come out last year. It's like
Right, no, totally. But on
It would have been a bad time.
Yeah, it would have been a bad time. Yeah, but the reality is though, with all these films packing up, they're only hurting themselves by not allowing. They keep saying there is no room for the box office to make any more money, and yet you put these films on top of each other. You can't let them actually make a little bit of money because they're off by the following week. And I think that's kind of silly.
they'll just push out the
redundant.
smaller,
Yeah.
the smaller run, movies that
Sure,
have successes right now. They'll just,
Yeah.
those were the ones that are going to be leaving.
Yeah, but
Do you think this will affect how much money
Astro City
Spider-Man
makes? Yes.
Do you think this is going to affect how much potential money that Spider-Man could actually make?
I think that it will a little bit in the long term because I mean it'll be around, but I again, if people are going to the theaters, they want to see it in the best quality possible, usually for the most part, and that means an IMAX theater or a big theater.
I'd wait till all these other movies come out because Spider-Man's good.
Oh, sure.
And a good movie will continue to make more money.
Sure, and they'll put it back into those theaters.
A new release will come out. Maybe first opening weekend it will make as much as it can, but if it's not good, it's just gonna peter out.
You're right. It will peter out.
And a lot of
I did
theaters
forget
have,
about Astro City though. I forgot about that one.
Just probably won't get as much.
They're releasing that film on the same day as Elemental and The Flash.
I know.
Come on.
It's just gonna get buried.
I mean, granted, you've got choices. That's the great thing about it. And I'm sure there won't be people that will be going to The Flash or won't be going.
Those are all different type of movies.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
No, you're going to see three different types of people in the theater that night.
Am I going to try to see all three of those? Yes, I am.
And you know how theaters work, like AMC, they'll show this movie at one theater, but they won't show it the other one. They'll probably be doing a lot of that. And a lot of these places have 23 screens. So you know, like the other movies that they play will probably just be more packed viewings versus like scattered seats over,
there's,
you know,
there's
some of
plenty
those.
of screens out there. I think that they'll be able to share.
I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem.
There's enough screens out there to handle all this.
I can tell you, my thought process was, I'm going to try to see it at least one more time, either at IMAX or Dolby tonight. And I looked, and it's full all the way through to at least 8 o'clock. Like every seat completely full in my area. And there's like 2 major, you know, brand new theaters that have, you know, blocks that have opened up in the last couple of years, and both of them are just like totally booked out in the bigger screens. And I'm like, oh, I kind of might have to go see it during the week again before it comes off. What's that, Anchorman? You're seeing Indiana Jones 5 with the family? Yeah, I can't wait to see Indy 5 at the end of the month. Will I see the Flash film? Yes, I will, because it's got one of my favorite Batmans, Michael Keaton. I want to see Michael Keaton back on the big screen.
I got it. Yeah, I got to see that.
See, this is how they're getting that whole older generation into it too. You know, you just got to tap into that nostalgia.
Oh, totally.
That's the key.
Is that a problem for me? No, I'm fine with nostalgia. I love nostalgia. It works so well. What else? Actually, you know, let's jump onto a couple of things here. And now that we've got Jason on, I was going to talk about this a little bit. But basically, last Wednesday on Jason's Twitch channel, we ended up by playing around with this new thing that Jason got on Photoshop. Yeah, tell us a bit about it, Jason. What does it do?
Well, it's the new beta for Photoshop, and they use AI generative like technology to generate like parts of a photo. Say like if we take a screenshot of like any of us right now, you could like automatically generate. Yeah,
we took
a screenshot of Brent.
Yep.
And then you could expand, and it will auto generate what the rest of his room, what it thinks the rest of his room looks like.
And it looks something like this.
So
and it deformed my arms.
Yeah, it takes all these elements. Look at his other hand is in his pocket.
Which it's not even there. It's just yeah.
But it takes everything, all the information based on the one picture they got, and kind of just worked off of that. So it's pretty much just expanding.
It's mostly just like Javan. Like there's nothing really defined in any part of everything to the left, right, above, and left. But it feels like you got a little bit of Tatooine kind of display to the left there. It's extended the shelves.
Geonosis right above his arm.
Yeah. and what the hell is that thing to my right there? It looks like some sort of creature standing in. It's.
You even got a sun. Like go back to the photo.
Yeah. We said that. It's got. We put his sun up there.
It's a sun, like in the
from Tatooine.
Yeah, I know. It needed 2 of them.
A single sun.
We were laughing at, and we did some really cool shit. Like we were doing like painting artists like Dali paintings and MC Escher and how it would. And we got to do that again on this Wednesday again, Jason.
Dude, the Salvador Dali worked perfectly. That was Brent's idea, and like his stuff already looks like AI generated.
Yeah,
like just how weird it looks.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's stuck with that language. So it would give you these abstract forms, but it felt so natural in a Dali painting.
Yeah,
man, dude, it's crazy. Yeah. So it's like we got the melting clocks painting. And now we have like a widescreen version of it where you can see like outside, and it looks so appropriate. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, I've never seen the B-sides of this painting before.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it feels like. But yeah, we'll mess around with it more next week.
Totally, yeah. So if you're interested, guys, Wednesday night at usually, 7 o'clock it is, we'll be on there. And
what's crazy about the one that we did of your room, if you blur your eyes, it all looks like a cohesive picture.
Oh, sure. No, totally.
It's just when you like focus on like the detail, that's when it starts to look odd.
AI will take over the world. Well, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
They just FDA just approved Neuralink. So we're gonna have to
upgrades in your brain.
So while we're on the AI thing here, just briefly, because this is something I'm sure we'll talk about more. This is just something that dropped today, but this is a piece of information I think actor Sean Astin posted about the writer strike, about AI and writers and directors fighting for protection against AI, taking over their particular jobs. this came in today as the Directors Guild apparently was given like complete coverage, and apparently their deal is pretty much almost sorted out from what I understand. And one of those things in the Directors Guild is that artificial intelligence they have agreed that AI will not, is not a person, and AI generated cannot replace the duties of performing members of a director. Which makes perfect sense.
That's just directors right now. They're not. They haven't caved on
That's
that
just
to
directors, and
or
that's
actors.
why. Yeah, and that's one of those things. It's like you'd think that would be one of those things with actors that they would actually, also up there and put up front. So it's weird that the studios are really playing.
The reason why they haven't caved for actors is because some actors are fighting for it. People like Tom Hanks want AI because they want to be able to generate basically unlimited money. They want to be able to take 5 jobs at once. Have one of those jobs be where they're aged 25 years old and make movies that they never physically make. And Tom Hanks has like literally been talking about this, saying he's excited to make movies after he's dead.
Right.
I bet Robert Zemeckis is excited about the AI.
Oh yeah, like I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably talking to Tom Hanks about it. They're like, we're gonna take over the world.
Robert Zemeckis probably already has a Tom Hank bot.
Yeah.
This bot made all ready to go.
More of a sex toy right now, but he's working on it.
Yeah. Well, either way, it sounds like the Directors Guild has kind of sorted out their negotiations with the studios, which can be kind of bad because if they've figured it out, and they've been given, permission with all these, grants and stuff like that to be able to go ahead and do stuff, go ahead and get things signed and all that, and not have any problems in the future, it means that it could play out the writer's strike a little longer than we'd want it to, is the fear that people are having. Because one negotiation, if Directors, Actors Guild, and Writers Guild teamed up and didn't actually sign all the negotiations, it means that the studios could probably fold quicker than they're about to. Now it seems that the Writers Guild might be fighting a solid battle by themselves, that may take and extend this even longer than we wanted to. So we don't know. It's going to be one of those annoying things.
Leave it up to the people on the top. They'll totally want AI.
Oh, totally. Yeah, totally.
If it is true that they said that AI is not a person who cannot perform duties of a person,
right?
If they have that on one statement, that's pretty easily blanket.
Hopefully, you would think.
We want this statement. You would think.
Yeah.
It's odd because they don't even consider people.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So.
No, yeah. I mean,
I'm sure we'll learn more, and we'll go into it on Jason's channel a little bit more because he's talking a lot about AI too.
So. Think about like the definition of a person to these people.
Yeah.
We're just goons to move shit around, dude.
Yeah.
That's something that you gotta consider in this statement.
For sure. Yeah. Totally. Well, again, we'll definitely talk more about this on Wednesday on Jason's channel, on his Twitch channel. So it's all below if anyone is interested. Wednesday night, 7:00, and we'll be there talking about AI stuff. Another film that is doing extremely well, in fact, is now second most money-making film globally, $1.3 billion, surpassing Frozen, is Super Mario Brothers. The film that it hasn't beaten yet is Frozen 2. And it has to reach $1.45 billion, I think it is.
Oh, that's not insane.
No, it's not. So I got a feeling.
It's already streaming too.
Yeah. Oh, it is? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's still still playing in the theaters at the same time.
That's pretty good considering it's already streaming.
Sure.
I mean, I guess you could rent it, and so they're probably counting the money from whatever you're using to stream.
Maybe. I don't know how that works exactly, but at the same time, it's like, because it's doing so well, it's like, that could be kind of crazy if that beats out Disney for the animated film.
Oh, they'll be so mad.
I'm sure they will be.
It'll be like when the Care Bears beat out, Black Cauldron or whatever. They'll be like all mad.
Black Cauldron sucks, though.
It was so slow. I recently tried to rewatch it.
But still, the Care Bears?
It was Black Cauldron was the darkest moment in Disney history.
Oh, totally.
I remember seeing that one in the theaters. I did not see Care Bears in the theater.
That's funny. And speaking of something more animation, guys, have you guys had the chance yet to check out the Gremlins Secret of the Mogwai yet?
Oh, it's up.
I
I
haven't
have
seen
not.
that. Well, look at that, 100%.
Well, I don't know how real that is now, but that was like that was
That can't be. Nothing can hold that. That would be like the highest rated thing on Rotten Tomatoes ever. If that was true.
yeah, I know, yeah. I don't know if that's real or not. Probably not. But here's the thing, though.
Speaking of Mogwais.
Yeah. I won't spoil. Yeah, I won't spoil it for any of you specifically because it's worth watching. But this animated show is surprisingly, really, really dark, and I'm talking about in
Black Cauldron dark.
Oh my God,
no, not Black Cauldron dark. No, in the sense of it has taken a lot of Chinese demon myths. Is probably the best way to explain it, and stuff you'd expect to see in some of those
Are we
TV
surprised
shows
because it's considering the IP that it's part of, it's
No,
Gremlins.
Oh, totally.
And they have to explain the old culture of where these things came from.
Yeah, no, there's it. And I'm enjoying the backstory. There are only 4 episodes in that they've dropped so far. I think maybe out of 10 or so.
Okay.
But I'm enjoying the pacing of this story. I'm enjoying the darkness, the sudden darkness. And I'm talking about like just moments will hit and you're like, okay, that was kind of fun or whatever. And then suddenly it just hits this really dark tone and you're going, oh shit, they're doing this on a kid's animated cartoon on Warner Brothers. And this is kind of really disturbing.
Interesting.
If I was a kid in one of these scenes that they did play out, I would be absolutely mentally scarred. Because it was exceedingly well done and dark and dark humor, dark comedy. But it was crazy. It's worth checking out if you get the chance. I've enjoyed it so far. But is that Gizmo in the background? I mean,
Enzo?
Enzo. Sorry, Jason.
It was. He was like Liz had him in the window right here.
Oh, that's funny.
He's saying bright light.
Bright light. Oh dear.
Don't feed him after midnight.
That's it. Yeah.
Right.
So the other thing that dropped this week, guys, Indiana Jones, they dropped some posters. Well, they actually dropped on Disney Plus. Correction, in the films on Disney Plus, 1 through 4, as well as
Indiana Jones collection.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. I think so. Apparently, Young Indiana Jones Chronicles is not on my network right now, and I've been informed by Max. There's a good chance my parent controls were automatically tapped on, and that's why I'm not seeing it. Which is weird because Temple of Doom is there, and that's like pulling your heart out.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I know. I can't. The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles is not on. It might be locked out through the parent controls, and I have to check and see.
There might be one episode in Young Chronicles,
maybe
whatever, one Indiana Jones Chronicles that like is getting that censor on it.
But
I didn't know.
Temple of Doom is not.
I didn't know it was Sean Patrick Flannery playing Young Indy.
Huh? Oh yeah. Yeah, Sean Patrick. Yeah,
Boondock Saint, one of the Boondock Saints.
Oh really? Oh, that's funny.
He also played Powder.
Okay. They also dropped some posters for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, character posters of the characters.
Oh,
I guess.
Jones?
Yeah, Toby Jones. I guess he's not the AI that we find out that it's from Germany and ends up by being.
He's actually Swiss.
In the because he pops up in that.
Correction. I'm Swiss.
Yeah. But yeah, interesting characters. I know nothing about
Antonio
any of these.
Banderas.
Yeah, Antonio Banderas. Like, this is spoiling some things for me. Like already,
Wait, huh?
I didn't know he was in it.
Oh wow.
Okay. Plays a rusty boat captain.
Right. I know nothing about any of these characters except for obviously Indiana Jones. So I'm looking forward.
That's a lot of characters. They can't all have a bunch of screen time. These are like cameos.
Yeah, there definitely is. Yeah, you're right there, Elijah. It's definitely a lot of characters. I'm guessing this guy's the bad guy. He looks like he could be evil. But
he looks like he's got a stick up his butt.
Yeah,
looks like his normal Mads Mikkelsen playing himself.
For sure.
You haven't paid your taxes, Dr. Jones. I'm here to collect.
Either way, I mean, again, I can't hype it up enough. I'm excited. This is at the end of the month. And yeah, I guess we'll talk about more about that when we get closer to the film's release.
How's the Rotten Tomatoes score still? Does it get any better?
I don't know. I don't follow the what's it called?
Unless
The
it's
critics.
100%.
No, I don't follow that was the only image. That was the first image I found when I pulled up, and I didn't catch it until afterwards. So it was like whatever. But anyway, also Ahsoka, they're dropping on Empire magazine this coming week. They've dropped a few images. They've got a secondary cover, which is coming out, which is kind of weird.
What's going on there?
I don't know. It's really a weird. Oh, I think it's Thrawn in the background.
Thrawn.
Yeah. It's
very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell from the ears. But they've dropped a few images from Ahsoka, a few more images. If you take a look here on Sabine Wren's character, she's got a lightsaber in.
Yeah, I just saw that.
And it's definitely Ezra Bridges, because at the end of Star Wars Rebels, she ends up by Ezra hands her over his lightsaber before he goes off to kind of approach Thrawn. And I'm curious as to see what kind of backstory they actually give us in this series. Again,
we're going to show they be previously on, and then just play every season of Rebels.
I don't think they need to. I mean, Filoni has actually said that you shouldn't need to see Rebels if going into these characters at all. You should
have all enough, these shows should be. They should all everything should stand on its own.
Stand on its own, but you get the extra content if you decide you want to go back and watch the backstories. So, and Ahsoka's been brought in as this mystery background character, and that's all you know about her, and you know a slight hint. If you had no idea, then of who Ahsoka was. Then they've already hinted in Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, that she knows knew Luke's father, so she's older than Luke, and she's connected to who Anakin was and stuff like that. So I feel like they've delivered enough drops of who Ahsoka could be if you were coming in fresh, invested enough, hopefully, that people who don't know anything about Ahsoka's story will be pulled in, and people who are, I can't wait. She's my favorite character. Another image they dropped.
Do you think they should have put Anakin in the show? Speaking of him,
in Ahsoka,
yeah,
as in Force Ghost. I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope we get Force Ghost Anakin. I would love to see Force Ghost Anakin.
I mean, like a flashback
or a flashback. I don't know.
I'm really thinking flashback, but I think Force Ghost would work too.
Well, if they do a flashback, then they're definitely going to have to do Captain Rex. If they're talking about going a flashback to the Clone Wars, which may happen, I have no idea.
It seems weird that they confirmed so much, but it feels like there's so much that's still on the table with that show.
Yeah, I mean,
those characters are essential to the Ahsoka character.
Yeah. All I know is that people are kind of saying that it is very different to what we've seen in Star Wars before. I guess I don't know what that means exactly. I'm hoping that it goes in a new direction and starts to break away from Palpatine.
I heard Rex is going to be in it.
Oh, I haven't. I hadn't heard too much.
I would assume so. It would be weird if he wasn't.
Yeah. I mean, again, but the thing is, you'd have to be. Well, maybe he'll be around. He'd have to be really old by this point, though. I mean, this is after Return.
Well, even in a flashback. I mean,
in a flashback.
Thing where it's like if you're showing Ahsoka's journey, you have to show where she came from.
Sure. No, totally.
How she got there and where she's going, and I mean. Her past is so intertwined with these big legendary Star Wars characters like Anakin, Yoda, and Rex, and to a lesser extent,
for sure.
The whole Clone Wars
pivotal moments from the Clone Wars and Rebels would be kind of cool to see in live action.
Oh yeah,
that'd be dope.
Even someone like Mace Windu was actually very connected to her and kind of scolded her a lot, and they had a weird.
Yeah. Hey, maybe we'll see Mace Windu again. to Elijah's joy.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they're trying to find some way to bring him back.
They haven't so far, which is good. I technically want him to be dead, but that's just me.
Samuel L. Jackson technically wants him to come back more than me.
I know he does.
He's expressed that he totally wanted to be
for
back.
sure. Yeah.
I can imagine disappointment when everyone else gets brought back, and he's like, "But all that happened was my hand got cut off."
Yeah, Sam Jackson just wants to work. He wants to be in it. As soon as they want him to be, he'll okay, totally. I'll be there.
Yeah,
totally. The water merchant. Yeah. Now maybe how about Stephen Root? Maybe.
Who sorry?
I'm just like Anchorman.
Oh, okay.
Brent's character in Star Wars, or
Oh
whoever
god. Oh jeez.
you should cosplay as.
The water merchant. Oh, okay, fine. Yes. Right. Fair enough. They
Nice,
dropped another.
nice PFP, by
Yeah.
the way, Anchorman.
They dropped another image here. From Empire magazine. I'm sure there'll be more in the coming week or so. The funny thing is that image in the background there, the
Update her
chart,
lightsabers.
huh? Well, that chart in the background, according to somebody online from this image, people have predicted this is the unknown regions, which is going to be interesting. So
They figured out the map. They're like, oh, we know exactly where that is.
well, no,
They
apparently
Star
mapped
Wars
the
map is
stars.
pretty charted.
look
They
at it
mapped
though.
the stars,
No,
dude. They overlaid them.
oh yeah, probably do. But if you also have a look and see too, it looks like it's her Jedi Starfighter up at the top corner as part of the thing too. I assume this is on her Jedi Starfighter. We'll see. Anyway.
Will we see the ghost?
Oh, we'll definitely see. Well, we've already seen part of it in the trailer because we've seen Hera as a shot. And, yeah, like a side view. So we're definitely going to see the ghost.
We're gonna see her. We're gonna see Hera's kid.
Hopefully, but we'll see. Hopefully they'll change it from the animation style because the animation looked kind of not great.
He looked weird, dude.
Yeah, it looked. It was a very strange choice of animating a child. But anyway, yeah. And apart from that, I mean, there's basically not a huge amount of other news going on. Anything else happening with you, Jason? Anything fun stuff that you were talking about?
Wait, I don't know how old this is, but I saw it was a piece from like an interview of like Taika Waititi talking to Natalie Portman.
Oh, really?
And he's like, "So you doing Marvel? What's next? You want to do Star Wars?" And she was like, "I was in Star Wars."
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny.
And he's like, "Oh,
He asked her to be in the Star
Really?
Wars movie.
yeah."
Was he
he's like,
trying to be funny, or was he
No,
actually serious?
No,
He
he was serious.
He
really?
honestly forgot about the prequels.
Oh,
That
God,
was
damn,
she was
wow.
a huge part of it. Dude.
Oh, that's funny.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, he asked her to play one of the leads, I think.
That's.
And then she was like, what do you mean? Like, I was already in Star Wars.
Oh my God.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
sorry.
funny.
So I'm doing a remake of this movie called The Professional. Would you want to be in it?
That's funny. Oh my goodness. Well, I did have something that we could play around with for the last part of our day if you're interested. I made for Jason a Gonk Droid tier list.
Oh,
I'll tell you right now, all S tier.
on the
Bro.
top.
No. You got it.
All
No,
S
you
tier.
can't. No.
If it's a Gonk,
Okay.
it's S tier.
Okay, so we're going to have to go into a design choice.
S tier.
Listen,
If it's a
we're
Gonk,
not-
it's S tier.
most
Brent,
Gonk-
I don't think you understand my fandom for Gonks.
No.
I,
But
I,
there are some
agree.
that are better
it's
looking
gonna
than
be really
others.
hard to let's see your list, but I think it's
Yeah,
going to be really
sure.
hard.
It's like
Well,
oh, here's a bunch of
Okay,
weeds.
so
Which one
for-
will get you high?
We can go through it. We can
but-
just give them all S tiers. I
but-
mean, if
yeah,
the three of us
it's
all
gonna
vote
be a
S
boring-
No, but
tier,
you,
the way Brent-
no. You've got to make some serious choices here. You can't just put them all S tier.
Those
Uh,
are
we-
serious.
okay,
I'm not joking. I'm like,
it'll be
I
a
am-
serious choice.
We're really serious.
Okay,
I
Every
agree,
Gonk is
I
an
agree.
S tier.
God. Well, then in the case, let's not do it because.
No, I want to see
No,
them.
dude.
But
All right.
the
Okay. Oh my God! Wow. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, but then now it's going to be a matter of which order in S tier you're talking about. Okay.
I guess it'd be like pick your favorite single John Williams piece.
Okay.
Can you
one
pick
second.
one? Like they're all fucking great.
All right. 1 second.
I know.
Okay.
You know
Yeah.
what's more exciting is like pick the worst John Williams score.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Oh, for what?
Just anything. Well, what's your least
We're,
favorite?
we're comparing
John
it to John
Williams?
Williams for you. If like if you
Score?
had to pick
Wait,
one score, like and
Within Star Wars or overall?
everything,
Overall,
like everything.
Oh,
like
everything?
the worst John Williams. You probably say Harry Potter. 'Cause you hate that franchise.
I could almost. Well, no.
See,
no.
it's hard.
I love the
It's
score.
hard. Just move on to the gunks.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll do
That was
the
our
Gonk.
point.
Okay. A Gonk story. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to pull up the image of the Gonk droid because I've got an enlargement
Gonk
of
it up
each one.
already.
So, hang on. All right.
The very first Gonk. The one you
all
see
right.
in the sand crawler.
Okay. Well, this one's just I put them in some sort of okay. So we
S
do
tier.
have the first one.
S.
Okay.
That's the
what
very
makes,
first one.
What makes him S tier?
It's the first one you
Classic.
see. He's in the first movie.
Okay.
He's in the sand crawler. You're
Uh-huh.
introduced to the gonks through this gonk.
Okay.
So that's an S tier.
S tier. Okay. S tier. All right.
Look at Mercedes
all
and
right.
dogs.
I'll give you that. Color wise, he's gray and boring though. I mean, I don't consider him.
That don't
a nice
matter.
looking
He's cool.
I don't think Brent understands the whole fandom of gonks, man.
Yeah.
There's something you're missing here.
Okay.
I don't think
all right.
anything's gonna be at an S tier myself. I just
Really?
think it's all an S tier.
I don't know. There's a few there. All right. Okay. So Star Wars: The Bad Batch. They introduced Gonki, and Gonki is this like underachieved. Like this is like one of the few Gonk droids that have actually got some sort of background and some kind of story.
He's the
arc.
gonk with the most screen time. Actually, has like
Actually, it could be.
plays a part.
Yeah.
In
His
anything.
personality.
Yeah. Interactive.
He's actually a
Easily S
character.
tier.
He's
He
actually a character
has
interactive.
a name.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
that they
actually
call
got a
him?
Yeah, he's actually got a name. I put Gonki at
S tier.
At S tier at number 1 though. I put Gonki above the Star Wars Little Droid.
S tier's S tier to me. They're all
Yeah,
the
it's
same.
all
Yeah,
like-
no.
S-tier.
You have to make a
Well,
choice.
You can't really get into minutia of ordering the S tier. That's just getting into the weeds of nothing.
Yeah,
No,
right?
you got to, no.
It's like,
yeah, but there's still
this
one above
water's
the
wettest. Which water's wetter?
So which
you know?
which water is wetter? Do you think he is above the original Star Wars Gonk, or do you think he's below that? I personally go
they're
above.
all S tier.
I believe
to me.
all
No,
of
no.
them are created.
What you gotta do is just show them all on screen, go through them quickly because we'll be
no.
S.
Yeah, but
there's-
okay.
where-
If you want to put him S,
S,
you've got to put him in a thing.
B.
I'm putting him above the original, personally.
All right,
What
you
about-
can do whatever you want, but we all think that they're all just equal S
Well,
tier.
this is not fun. I thought this would be more fun.
No,
because
this
you
is
would
fun
actually-
because we get to look at gonks. I don't think you understand the
Go
gonk
to the next
fandom,
guy.
Brent.
Okay,
Next.
all right. A New Hope. This is a droid that was
That
in
was
the,
an
in the there was an onset
picture.
picture.
got
Yep.
shoes on and everything.
We don't
With Mos
necessarily.
Eisley.
Yeah, I know. I love how the actor is sitting there, like sitting down with his legs sticking out the
He's
bottom.
probably
there.
drinking a cup of tea in there.
Yeah, it's probably drinking a beer in there. I'm guessing or something. What about this one? I love the design of this one.
Dude,
personally.
S
I
tier.
think it's got one of the cooler designs.
got some cool, like-
an S tier.
cool decals. Man, S tier for sure.
Jeez. But where in S tier?
Right next to all the other.
Brent, how many times we had to go through this? You're gonna
I'm gonna put it below.
you can put them wherever you want. S
See,
tier's all
but-
the same to us.
It's gonna
Okay,
be
fine. Then
Yeah,
it
yeah.
becomes
tier list.
then it becomes my final choice as to whatever.
You can have whatever imaginary ranking you want, but to us, like this is all the
Oh my
same.
God, jeez.
I'm sorry, Brent, but this is how it is. This is.
If I see
thought
one
you
that falls
understood-
out of S tier,
Okay,
I'll let
alright,
you know.
I thought you understood
alright.
the gonk fandom.
Star Wars: A New Hope. There's a Death Star Gonk that's in the background there.
Oh man, he's got this cool ear radar
I know.
thing.
Yeah, he does.
Plus, he's like all murdered out, black.
Mhm.
S tier.
We barely. I'm gonna say A for this one.
No, it's S tier.
Possible. He's easily
See,
an S tier.
but I'm gonna say A, which means
I know, but you got 3 against 1 here. You got to put him on the S tier.
yeah, but he's gonna be low S tier then because
Put him on
Whatever
the
you
end
want,
of S
whatever
tier.
you put him on the S tier doesn't matter.
this
as long
is
as
just
it's
this is
S
not
tier.
how it's. Oh my God! Wow.
This
okay.
is not how you imagined it, but that's not.
Okay.
That doesn't mean it's wrong.
Okay. All right. This one
It's
is
like from a
Battle.
video game?
This is Battlefront 2. Yeah.
And like that.
Oh, those dogs were great. They weren't very useful, but their design was amazing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, 10.
amazing design.
S tier.
Why weren't
S
they
tier.
useful?
These look
I
like
mean, you couldn't really do anything with them, but there's
Really?
not much you can expect to be done with them. I mean, I don't know what you.
I'm gonna say A, so I'm gonna put him below the other.
oh my goodness.
What?
All right, next.
Battlefront, another one that's in Battlefront.
Oh, that's
He was
awesome.
good. You can cut him in half.
Huh?
You can
What's
cut
that?
him in half
See,
easily.
it's
Yeah,
different.
really
It's
good.
different from the last one in Battlefront. There's a couple of
Very good.
gonk by the look of it in Battlefront. So
That's a standard gonk, reminiscent of the first gonk appearance. Pretty standard issue. Say S tier.
yeah, this is boring.
This is boring. Well,
You
they're
could just
they're
select all of them
no,
and
they're
then
so
move them all
similar.
to
It's kind of
S
like
tier.
starships.
All
Are
right, what's the next one? Looks like you
Wait.
skipped one. There's
Yeah, I
one
did.
right there.
I did. Hang on a second.
Yeah, what's that one?
Did this one? Hang on. I'm
We
just
didn't see it. We didn't look at that yet.
No, I know. Oh, hey, correction.
We
Here
know
it
where
is.
it goes.
All right, there it is. Okay, there's the.
Oh, yeah.
nice.
That's also bad. That's Battlefront 2. It's the same. It's the same one, just on a different map.
Oh, okay.
like
So
that
that
one.
is that is the same one. Okay, so it's not worth.
That's S tier.
Well,
Also, just put it up there.
jeez. But hang on. That is the same one you think?
Yeah, it's the same one.
Okay, all right, we'll put him up there. All right. Okay.
Nice.
All right. This one is next one is this is also Battlefront.
Oh, that's
They
cool.
only have one model of Gonk in the game.
I like that. There's a variation on the face. So I can tell.
is there?
Yeah,
It's
there's
set.
variations. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got like a different.
The
but
back.
The games
that's-
were hard to
Oh,
tell.
that's the back of him.
That's the back.
that's- It's the same gun.
Oh, is that
S
it?
tier.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's
All right.
S tier.
Looks
That's
like
good
this one
stuff,
also
man.
is the same.
Oh,
one,
that one's
right?
hardcore.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Did you get all of these Gonks
Wait,
from just
that's
the
like
video
so-
game?
Right.
original.
It is the same one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll forget that. Okay, all right. This one is from
Oh,
Boba Fett,
that's
apparently.
awesome. I love it.
Boba
Yeah.
Fett's stomach.
Nice paint job, cool paint
No, I'm gonna-
color.
Caution.
It reminds me.
You
It
proceed with
reminds.
caution.
It reminds me of the actual original toy that came out.
Oh yeah.
Where do you want to
Oh
put it?
yeah. I bet
Hey,
it's
actually,
probably,
yeah.
based on that.
Oh, you could. I
Yeah.
didn't even think about that, but yeah, that's cool.
Oh, dude, don't get me started. I'm all about gonks. This is
All right.
S tier for sure. This is a pretty standard issue.
I-
Got all the traditional stuff.
I like
A
this
little
one
more,
more so. I
little
like
more
the color.
stout than the rest.
Gonna
He's
put him
got
up
that
high.
skunk jack, dude. Oh man, skunk jack up in front and center.
Wow.
Nice.
Jason, this is so crazy.
S
All right,
tier
okay.
for sure. What?
Okay.
Loki. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right. The four-legged
Double
from
Gonk.
Oh, you know
Book
he's
of
gonna
Boba
say that's
Fett.
S tier.
This is the one that I know he's gonna say that, but this is the one that Fennec Shan blows up.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the one that deserves maybe the highest spot, only because.
Oh yeah, double gonk.
May he rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Double gonk.
Double Gonk. All right. Okay.
S tier for
Book
sure.
of Boba Fett. Okay. All right. But where on S tier? Come on. You can't just put in
Top. He gets the top spot. He gets
the top above
he-
Gonky.
Yeah.
I mean, he died for
No.
our sins.
Yeah. I mean,
you guys are
if you're
cruel. You
yeah.
guys are cruel.
above Gonky, he's got
Oh,
twice the more
God.
legs, so
Oh, jeez.
automatically. just-
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
And
This weird
you
one.
should be happy that we're considering the placement on there, Brent.
Okay. Fair. Enough. This weird shape.
Is this even a Gonk, though?
I think
I've
it
always
is.
thought-
Yeah. No. It's a Gonk droid. It's a
It's a
power.
gonk. This was
it's-
a new
it's
one. This was introduced in Book of Boba
Yeah.
Fett.
Boba Fett. Yeah.
It's based on that. It's pretty much that water cooler.
I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of the design of this one.
I like the new stuff. I was excited when I saw the cylindrical gonk. I'm open to all gonks. I love them all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
I
say
mean,
S tier.
maybe that doesn't go S tier for me, but like that's so
I
far.
would've
it's the
put that-
only
I
one-
would've
the
put that
one
a little
that's
lower.
hinging
I like
on-
that they're. I
See-
like that they're changing it up. That's
Yeah.
That's
I'm-
an S tier for me, dog.
See, well, that might be an S tier for you, but I think that's kind of like a B tier for me. B tier, B tier,
It's
B tier for me, which puts it about an A.
I think it's an S tier.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean,
We
if
got
there was
two S.
anyone that I wouldn't.
We got
put
two
in an
S tiers.
tier.
Okay,
I think
Elijah,
that-
which one do you want to go, Elijah? Because
I'm
that's
just gonna
gonna...
go S tier because
No.
is
Okay.
that
S-
the only one that we have that's similar that is in that style?
I'm
Yeah,
putting-
it's the only one.
coming
So
back.
that's three S tiers, Brent.
Yeah, he's coming back though, and then it's gonna be iconic, just like all
This
of them.
is just not fun.
Yeah, I
guys.
kinda
Come
think it
on.
might become
you're not
iconic.
making it fun. You're not trying to. Okay, Force Awakens.
Oh
Force
man,
Awakens.
that's standard
That's
gonk right there.
That's the one.
Oh,
by the way,
actually, this one will
by the way, just to explain,
double S.
this scene happens to be with Ray going up to what's his name and getting a portion. So that droid's walking past.
Portion.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
it shares screen time with Simon Pegg. S tier.
Shut up. Hang on a second. Where did he
Hey,
go?
this
Well,
is
you got a lot of
this is
gonks.
what you wanted.
Yeah, I know. But
Oh, this is
still.
awesome.
Hang on a second.
Oh god, there's so many cool gonks. They're all so good.
Wait. How did that one disappear on my thing? Boom, boom, boom.
It's right there. It's the second
Let's
to
put them all
the.
in S tier and then look.
Oh yeah, it is too. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Hang on, I'm gonna move it. Oh jeez, you guys. So why am I missing one again?
No, because you skipped the one. There's
Oh,
one in
skip
front
one?
of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, my bad. I didn't put this guy up there. Wait, whoop.
There,
This one, yeah.
that one.
It took them so long to get all these gonks listed.
Yeah, it took
now
me
we're
forever.
just like all S tier.
Huh, that's weird.
I'm gonna have to hop off.
I can't find my close-up on this. What's that?
I'm gonna have to hop off for a minute. My computer's about to die.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Oh, we didn't look at that one, Brent.
I don't have an image of that one. I thought I did. I might have
Oh.
skipped one. Yeah. I was trying to find the close-up, but I don't.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, you're with the program. You just put it straight to S tier. Great.
Okay.
Now you understand.
All right, hang on a second. I got to see what next one is then. All right, that one there. All right, we're back to the games. This one's from. Oh wait, no. This one's from the Forced Unleashed game.
Oh, that's cool. See, now this
cool.
ushered in a new breed of gonk that we start to see in live action later on in the prequel in the sequels. So yeah, that's a S tier for sure. Nice weathering on it.
I don't like the look of this one. I put it at a D.
A D.
I like those ones.
I like that too.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I do kind of like the design of that droid. All right. Okay. All right. So we'll put it.
See, it's like you try to hate it, but
yeah, but I want to put it
it
a
just
little higher.
prevails.
I'm gonna
I
put
can
him
see a
up.
lot of personality in that
I'm gonna
too.
put him
It would
up
be
here.
like
Then.
a little,
I'm gonna put him up
like,
in the middle. I'm putting him up
almost
in the middle.
into an R2 unit.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Loki.
All right. A series of gonk droids. This also is from Force Unleashed. Look
Oh
at that.
hell yeah!
All
More
the gonks.
more gonks, the better. Oh, if there was above S tier, I'd put it there. But
I have no idea what that is all connected to, but whatever.
yeah, I don't understand the context of this at all. But that's S tier for sure. They look like the original toys too.
Fair enough.
You're lucky.
All right, Galaxy's Edge.
I mean, IRL gonks are maybe even better than.
That's pretty cool.
That is
Reminds
cool.
me of Silent Running.
What's that?
Silent Running?
Yeah, you guys
good
ever
God.
seen Silent Running?
I have not known.
Oh, so long ago. I mean, I don't remember.
It kind of reminds me of those. I like that, and he has a new look, it's different, but still traditional gonk. Gonk is a gonk, I always say. That's a
Yeah.
S tier for sure.
I don't like him.
I
I know,
I'm
but
putting him low. Oh my god, this.
It's like Lucille Bluth. I don't care for him.
Brent's trying to just get out of putting something in
go
there.
buy yourself a Star Wars.
I just want to be able to like.
Oh man, that's cool.
Another
That's-
Galaxy's Edge one. That's
nice. I like that triple
That's a
eyeball
gunk you can
thing
get a
right
photo
there.
with right there.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Standard S tier. S
Okay.
tier for sure. That's
Yeah,
cool.
but where S tier?
Just S tier. They're all the same. S tier. S tiers are all the same.
Yeah. Wow.
Brent, we've been over this. I'm not going to change my mind on that. All
Yeah,
S tier,
but
S
nice-
tier. They're
yeah,
all
but-
equal. Awesome.
Ah, dear. All right, whatever.
Oh,
one
dude,
is
I
from
love the blue.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh god, it's got the floodlight too. Very useful. S tier.
I guess there really aren't too many different models. They're just different
I'm
paint jobs
telling
on
you.
these ones.
Can you just bring them up and go through them like in large photos quickly?
Yeah.
Oh, look at all that.
Yeah,
I
then
like
we can
the,
just
I like
say,
this one.
dude.
I love the design of this one. I have to
that
admit.
is awesome. The
Hell
little
yeah, dude.
graffiti on the
Yeah.
side.
See, I'm putting
It's
this
all
up on
tricked out.
Number.
putting this
Wild, wild style.
I'm putting this up on your higher S tier.
Whatever you say, Brent.
I'm putting him up behind Gonky.
Going.
All right,
Oh.
red one, red
Oh.
and white one.
Oh, nice.
Girl
I like
gun.
that stripe too.
She got it going on.
Very sporty. S tier.
Whatever. I'm gonna put him somewhere there then. I don't know. This is not how this is supposed to work. All right, we're gonna jump to Lego.
What? Well, how's it supposed to work? This is.
You're supposed to be able to at least rank it somewhere in between, at left or right.
We
or
are
something.
ranking.
No, yeah,
S tier.
No, I'm the one who's dropping them randomly. You're not.
No, that's fine. That's perfect. I don't know. Stop fighting, Brent. This is gonk fandom
Red
you're
gonk.
dealing with. It runs deeper than the Force.
All right, Lego gonks. We got a couple of Lego ones from the Lego.
Nice.
Yes.
They've managed to keep the simplicity, the aesthetic is
A
consistent.
cube block.
I love it. S tier.
Right.
See, I'm saying stuff about them at least. I have something to say about each gonk, Brent.
Let someone else have a say then. Elijah.
The floor's open, man.
For some reason, this one I didn't get the close up either. So.
Oh, S tier. Tuxedo gonk. He's formal. Gonk. He's ready for a wedding. That's the one you take into the palace.
Fair enough. All right, back to Lego gonks. Lego gonk 2.
Oh God! When you don't think they could get any better, you see something like this, and you're like,
God.
It's like I'm seeing gonks for the first time again.
Yeah, the gonk community. There you go.
S tier.
I gotta jump off real quick.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay.
All right. S tier for sure. I love the Lego piece too. I used to have one of those. It opens up. You can store coins in it.
Oh, really?
Awesome.
I'm not gonna put it at S tier. That's like an A. I'm gonna put that at A.
No, that's S tier, man.
No, I couldn't put it. It's an A.
What do you think, Elijah? What do you think, Elijah? S tier. See?
Did he just say S tier?
Yeah. S tier, Brent.
God.
He begrudgingly putting them all in S tier.
No. Yeah, I know that. All right. This gonk droid.
That's
so good.
That's
textures,
even more awesome. For a Lego gonk.
Yeah, it's distressed as well. Oh man, that's good. It's like it's lived, you know. It's lived.
This has got to be animated. Is this from an animated thing? Like sand up in his crevices there.
That's S tier for sure.
This one.
Oh man, they just keep getting better. It's crazy. You think you've seen them all. And then something like this comes along, and then yet
Lego
another
gonks don't fail you, even as a Lego gonk.
Yeah.
Can do you wrong.
Okay, we're back to
Mando. But that's the beauty of the gonk philosophy, the simplicity of it. You're able to portray in Lego form and still get the same charm.
Yeah.
This is a live action version of the Force Unleashed gonk introduced into the real world. Oh man, I love when that happens.
It says it came from Mandalorian, but I don't think it's Mandalorian.
I love it when they take things that from the cartoons or the video games and bring it into the reality. S tier. That's S tier for sure.
All right. Whatever. Okay.
All right. Whatever.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
What else we got?
Oh man, this is a new one. This is a new type. More introduced in these newer series.
Mando season 3.
The clear top gonk.
Rounded top gonk.
Yeah, you see him in like Pele's shop. Man, S tier for sure. That's cool. It is like when you think it's like a new take on a classic design and still staying consistently charming. And there's another one, man. That scenic job on that. Oh, beautiful.
There's some cool scenic painting on
it. Like it's getting work done. S tier. Yeah, I'll say that's an S tier for me, dog.
All right. Okay, this is from Star Wars Rebels, the gonk droid that is the spy.
Nice. It's a spy. It has a gonk with a job.
Yes.
Man, automatic S tier for me.
I'm going to put this one up there because that one was actually kind of a cool story. I'm going to put him right up, a little higher up.
Just anything that takes place in Rebels, Brent will rate pretty high.
Yep, of course. Oh, hang on a second. There we go. All right. This one from Rogue One.
Oh, nice, dude. They went with a classic design here.
Yeah, they kept it.
They stuck with like the original, the New Hope style gonk. Classic gonk in a new time. That's S tier.
Somewhere in there then. I've given up now. All right, Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, I got that guy right here.
This one I like. Yeah, I like that one.
From the Hoth base?
I've got that figure. Yeah, the Hoth base.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's a... Hang on,
that's a S tier for sure.
I'm going to put it up there.
The wide range.
He doesn't do
antenna.
much.
What do you do?
He doesn't have a story, though. But he's up there in design.
It got cut out during the Abominable Snowman scene.
Yeah. Okay.
I tell everybody.
Next one
I got
here.
that. It was good enough for them to make a figurine out of.
Yeah.
So
All right.
He's
Tabletop
excellent.
Gonk. Checkout.
Oh yeah.
From
That's
Kenobi.
awesome. Yeah.
That actually was kind of cool that he was the
That's
checkout
awesome.
machine. I actually like it.
Yeah.
There.
New take on a classic design. Always an S tier. And any interaction with Obi-Wan Kenobi, that goes S tier automatically too.
I'm gonna put it up maybe above that one there.
Just put them wherever you want, Brent.
Credit.
Solo Gonk.
Oh, Solo, dude. Now this is definitely
Gonk.
going way off, the traditional Gonks, but I love it. I love what they're doing here.
Provided great comedic. It provided comedic atmosphere for sure.
It's kind of got the Lost in Space legs.
Yeah, it does too. Yeah,
half.
Actually,
a mix.
Yeah, a mix between not Lost in Space. No, more Robbie the Robot kind of.
Oh yeah, Robbie the Robot. Yeah, Robbie the Robot.
Which he did appear. Nice. Robbie the Robot did appear in Lost in Space in one of the episodes.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, S tier for sure.
You had no idea. But yes, they did bring in Robbie. Okay, all right. Design-wise, I'm going to put him up there, though.
Are you teasing me for not knowing that, Brent? Jesus.
Well, okay.
I'm not that old.
All right. A New Hope. The classic one inside of...
Yes. I love that one, dude.
Awesome.
Lars Homestead.
Homestead, yes.
Yeah, that's what they based the...
which I think is the same one that we see later on, or earlier on in the... I'm going to put him up here because...
OG Gonk.
Yeah.
That's Luke's best friend before C-3PO and R2-D2. Think about it.
All right. Book of
His best friend was that little model spaceship.
I couldn't find the actual image one from the actual episode, but without jumping right into it. But yeah, this is the one that we see Book of Boba Fett.
Newer introduction to the newer TV shows on Disney Plus. This is Fuzz. This was introduced in the Disney era.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before, new take on a classic design. Still staying consistent with its charm.
We see it in Kelly's scene shop.
Yeah, she's got one of those.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this one up here. All right. So Star Wars Squadrons had this little fella, a little tiny spring.
Oh, nice little hula dancer.
Like hula dancing. Yeah.
You know what I love about this is that the Star Wars universe is aware. Oh, what the hell?
Well, did
we lose Brent?
The Gonks overdid Brent.
Oh man,
and now we're stuck with the Gonk.
He gonked out, dude.
Well, sorry, it just got totally.
You got
separated.
gonked out, man.
I got gonked out. Hang on a second. I got to bring up the tier list again.
Well, anyways, what I was saying about this is what this says a lot about the Gonk culture in the Star Wars universe is that they are as iconic in the Star Wars universe than they are to our actual universe.
Mm-hmm.
And this says a lot, so I'm gonna say S tier. I want that. I want that in my car.
I'm sure you do. We'll make one for you. We'll just simply get a. Actually, that's really pretty simple. All you have to do is get just a couple of springs and 3D print.
Does Funko Pop make a Gonk?
I bet I just went out the wrong one. Oop. Dope. Okay. Does Funko Pop make a Gonk? Yes, of course they do. There's several of them, I'm sure. All right. Getting near the end here. We're getting near the end.
You still have that picture up.
Huh? Yeah, I do. I'm using it as a reference because I can't find it. Hang on a second. Ooh. All right. Okay. This is also Squadrons.
Nice.
Another classic Gonk.
Classic Gonk. Got the floodlight. White paint. What?
Yeah.
Are we not talking about these? What?
Sure. Hang on a sec. Let me bring it back up again. Oop.
You're just like, yeah.
All
right, there you go. All right, white paint. Yes.
Yeah, white paint. The feet are a lot more complex than the standard Gonk, actually.
Yeah.
They did a redesign on the feet.
You're right. I just realized I put springboard
nice.
Gonk in there twice by accident.
Another picture of it. I mean, you might as well just put that on S tier as well.
Fine. Okay. All right. 4 last ones. All right. Force Awakens.
Has lame
this one's from the Force Awakens, although I couldn't get a direct image of it.
Nice. I like that. A nice cylindrical. Doesn't have toes on the feet.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
I mean, it's a new take. Classic design, like I always say. S tier for sure.
And another Force Awakens one that, in fact, that's Poe Dameron standing in front of it. I guess that's on the base.
Yeah, classic gonk with a yellow stripe, extra sporty, S tier.
Alrighty. Last Jedi. We've got a gonk from the Last Jedi.
Oh man, it's like they never the classics are timeless. I mean, this is like 30 years later, still using the same stuff. Even the X-wings have changed models.
Yep.
Yet the gonks are still consistent.
Yep.
That shows their longevity and how classic their design is.
Yep.
And that why change something that's perfect? S tier.
And to keep on torturing for our last one, Return of the Jedi, our gonk droid.
Oh, the tortured gonk.
The tortured gonk droid. Now this guy deserves a little bit. This guy deserves a little bit of like figuring out where he belongs in here.
Well, this gonk actually speaks something other than gonk.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's like, no, please.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to say S tier for this guy too.
Yeah, but where? Come on, this one's like a major moment. Gonk.
I don't know. Where do you think?
His own stunts,
S tier to me, man.
Yeah, this is like the Steve-O of the gonks. Like, man, he's getting real burnt.
He's getting some real screen time.
He's really cleaned himself up and is sober now. Is that what you mean by Steve-O of the gonks, Elijah?
No, I'm just saying
that he's turned his life around for the better.
He's willing to get hurt for a good shot.
All right, we're gonna put him at number one. I'm gonna put him at number one. He's the number one gonk, the one who suffered for everyone's pain and suffering, of having to listen to us talk about gonks.
There are no official Star Wars gonks. They're only at the fighting robots, which are gonks that are fighting, but no plain old gonks on pop.
Well, there is a
Funko
gonk.
Pop.
There's a gonk tier list, guys. I thought it would have been a bit more challenging, but it seems like Jason.
We told you early on, Brent.
Yeah,
we even talked about this when we were doing droids.
But there's different
when you brought it up, you're like they all fall into
different levels between design, between
months ago,
function, between whatever.
Months ago, we did a droid tier list.
Well, I'm sure
Brent brought up the idea of a gonk tier list, and then we said, Brent, those would all be S tier.
Yes.
It's just not the same thing as ships. It's like the ships are they're very different than a gonk.
You're acting so surprised.
No,
I just told you this many times.
But there are different levels of like what would be better in front of the other. You don't get the idea of a tier list, do you?
No, I do understand the idea of a tier list. They're all S tier, bro. You're talking about gonks. I don't think you don't understand the idea of gonk fandom. We've been over this, Brent.
Okay, anybody who survived this, what do you think of our gonk tier list?
I mean, Anchorman agrees.
Everyone
S
agrees.
tier. Everyone who's interacted with this list has agreed.
Right, but in levels of S tier, there still has to be a 1 through to. You can't have them all.
That's not how the tier system works. It's either S tier, A. The ranking is done with an S, A, B, D, or C.
Oh boy!
If you were gonna rank the S tier, I would go our very first gonk that we see on screen, original gonk. That's the classic gonk. He's number one, and everybody else is just like right behind him.
They're all S tier, man.
There you go. All right, guys.
They all share the same ranking of S tier, but that's where the ranking is, Brent. There's no ranking within the S tier.
Of course there is. There's always about
that's not how it.
Above. Yeah,
you could say that, but
there's always putting one above the other.
No, the ranking is already in there. The ranking is already done.
But you still put it above or below something. It's the ranking is within that.
And it's above everything that's A tier.
You can't rank once they're on the top. You can't rank. They're in.
That's where the ranking happens.
That's favoritism.
There's a lot of S tier.
It's not favoritism. It's democratic. It's taking a vote about whether it goes above or below the one in front of it or below. Before.
No, that's not how it usually works. Maybe you and All New Nerds have done that, but every other S tier, every other tier list, that's just That's it. If
Within
it's up
that,
there, there's no
within each
ranking
stream,
within that tier.
I guarantee you there is one always above the other that they have chosen.
Have you ever watched any other tier list rankings other than your own or
Yes.
any of your friends?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Oh boy. Wow.
No, that's not how it is. Like, you guys did that
really?
special, and that's great. Like I understand that, and I humored you with the spaceships. That's all right, but
You
in
humored us
any
with the
other
spaceships?
in any other tier list,
The tier is
Yeah,
the tier.
but
once you're ranked in S tier, there's no other ranking within that.
yeah,
'Cause
there
you're
is
already ranked.
because there is an order going on. There's 50 of them sitting up there practically, and out of those 50,
And they're all S
They're-
tier.
they're all in the S tier, but there still is going to be one above the other in the sense of one is in front. So basically, you're telling me.
But this is what
that
I've been telling
if-
you. That
okay,
no,
right. But if I
they're
put okay,
not.
all right,
He doesn't get it.
Okay,
He
wait,
doesn't get
okay,
it.
He
all right,
doesn't
okay.
get it.
I am going to move this droid up to here
You
now.
can do whatever you want in there,
and now he doesn't want
and it
to
doesn't change
and,
anything.
and now, yeah, it does. It means that the Lego Gonk droid is now better than the Star Wars Return of the
that
Jedi
doesn't.
Gonk.
No, it
what
means
I'm
they're
telling
all
you is that doesn't
in
matter.
S tier.
That doesn't matter. It's S tier.
The tier is S, where they're all.
It's
on the top
already
of the
Jason has
list.
broken me, everybody. He's broken me. I'm
No,
not going to do any more.
I'm just trying
I'm
to
not-
tell you how
I'm not-
tier lists work.
Yeah, but then within each level, there's still an organization of putting one above the
And
other.
that's all arbitrary. You can do whatever you want in there, but they're all still ranked S tier. You don't
Yeah.
have like S tier point 1, S tier point 2. That's not a thing.
It should be.
Yeah, but it's not, Brent.
Really?
And
Yeah,
I've
that's
told you
the
many
difference between a
times.
tier
Right?
list
Okay.
I
and an
told you
actual
many
numbered
times.
list.
We can't do a Gonk tier list because they'll all be S tier.
Oh dear.
I've said
And
that many times.
I voted against the tier list, which means against some of them, and they're in lower. So
If
what
you made a
happens?
tier list that
You
they all
can do
have
whatever
numbers,
you can place them
then
wherever you
just-
want
Right.
within the
Okay.
S tier.
Right,
It doesn't
exactly.
matter.
But in that case, in the democracy of that, it means that it still means that if I put lower, then it means it has to go lower on the chart.
If it's an S tier, it doesn't matter anymore. I don't know how many times I have to tell you that. it's
Oh.
so crazy.
Boy,
That-
welcome to Jason's democracy. of
No.
how
But
it
it's
has
not
to
a
go.
democracy.
Correct.
That's just how it is.
a tier
Welcome
list.
to
That's
the-
how a tier list works.
Fair enough. Some of you may think
Gonk
differently.
fandom.
Anybody who survived this long. Anyway, guys, we're about an hour and 20 minutes in, so
There's
we've gone
nothing
through
to argue here, really.
we've gone through all the news anyway.
Just trying to tell Brent how tier
Yeah.
lists work. And
Somebody may or may not agree with me out there. So I should say. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming on. Sorry, Max, your computer died.
don't worry, Max. You got him on S tier.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. If you stayed this long and you haven't already, please like and subscribe.
Oh.
And we shall.